drives me crazy. I gotta tell you about it.
Oh, this is it. This is what it's all
This
about.
is it.
Man, doesn't Chris miss this?
Chris doesn't miss.
Apparently not.
Chris
Aw.
doesn't miss us at all.
Well,
That's
had,
right.
He doesn't give a shit.
Well, he had tried to. Didn't he try to Skype in or FaceTime in or something? At some
he
point?
he talked about trying to do that, but he
Didn't he
has no,
We can set up the phone lines again.
we could set up the phone lines
You're on
again.
the Kickstarter with Matt. Anytime there's like you ever hear
phone
us?
lines.
You ever hear us try to answer like a phone call?
No.
This
like,
was-
what
yeah,
we're-
it's
so,
been
like-
a little while.
This will happen from time to time where I'll be like ding, and I'll be like, you're on the Kickstarter with Matt.
Yeah,
That's like an alarm.
Yeah, that's why we do that.
We,
Yeah,
we for a time used to do, and these episodes you probably haven't heard these
I don't know
episodes
that
because
I
I think
have.
they're lost to time. We used to do the show live, and like you could call in if you wanted to. And we had like
Oh, seriously?
a couple of our friends would call in.
See, I don't think I knew about it then because I 100% would have.
yeah.
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
it was good.
you could have been on the show a long time ago.
Were you doing it at Starbucks at that point?
No, this was here. This was actually here before we moved from this room to the basement of the office.
Mhm.
Then we moved back into the attic.
Right.
Then we moved back to here where we started.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, we did go full circle.
I remember I used to come here. I used to get wasted.
Yeah.
I just get really drunk. Not that I don't already still, but it would hit me harder because I didn't have like as big of a problem. So it was like I was starting my problem.
That's right.
It's the beginnings of it. I remember I just get drunk and we just ramble. I would sometimes go on a huge monologue about something like unfunny for like, and it would be like sometimes we'd be touching on like an hour and a half,
Mhm.
2 hours.
Mhm.
Sometimes it was an experience. It was like a journal.
It's like a journal. That's right.
It was a journal. It
Yeah.
was a journey.
Yeah. A journey.
A journal.
Yeah, a journal.
A urinal.
That's
It
it.
was a urinal. It was more of a urinal.
You know, eventually you get to that point where you just say, words only help so much. Beyond that,
Yeah.
Are we
Assistance.
Did we
drink. Yeah.
Did we, drink.
drink.
What did I say? I said drink.
We've got one so far. We've got somebody. Let's.
I've got you now. I've got you
Oh, yeah, do you guys ever
later.
like check your phones to, or how do you check to see who's?
I feel like I should make this.
I have a number.
I apologize to whoever's here, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick
That's
before
right.
we
You're
start.
gonna, it's going to be posterity too, because this goes straight on to YouTube.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna go use the one downstairs. So we can record.
We can always.
Unless, put hearts in the chat if you want to hear me.
No, this could be part of the Patreon.
This is a Patreon
You're right,
level
Allison,
here.
You're right. Got to monetize.
Patreon. We've got two. We've got two
Got
people
two?
now.
I think the people want.
Deirdre's here. That's it.
No hearts popping up on.
No, we're not getting any hearts yet.
Going to kill the president.
He's going. We've lost one. That's all right though.
Some poor lone stranger has wandered in and just hears it.
That's it. That's it.
Oh, man.
Well, Deirdre, get ready because you're next. You're next
Ooh,
on the mic
yeah.
at some point, whenever that happens.
That would be awesome.
But yeah, it'll be good.
I'd love to hear more from Deidre.
Yeah, absolutely.
She always cracks me up in the comments.
Yeah.
So-
Yep.
And is Juan?
She's ready.
Is Juan gonna?
Juan
Yeah.
Juan will be here. Yeah, Juan normally comes in a little like around.
Oh no, I mean like on the mic.
Oh, on the mic.
Yeah.
I think the plan is to get him at MonsterCon
Ooh, yes, yes.
because we always see each other there, and so I think that's going to be the plan.
It'll be so weird to see him in person.
Yes,
I feel like, 'cause
yes.
He's been just this entity.
Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, it is. It's a wild thing to be able to bring people into visibility here, and you know, it's cool. It's cool. Yes, Deirdre, they are. That is the answer. So we've got that going on. Oh, I see the light. We know it's not Chris.
Is it God?
It might. Oh,
God of Chris.
you're God of Chris.
God of Chris, and that is why he's been on a very important mission. He's dying for the sins of, everybody's named Chris
That's right.
out there.
That's right. That's it. All right. Well, what do you say? We've got three.
We got three.
If that's not a sign,
Is it? I think it's a sign that I should just leave.
it's a sign for us to. Yeah. It's
More
been
people
great.
came on
It's
when I
been
wasn't
great.
here.
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We're done.
It's all over.
That's all you're going to get for today. We can't give you too much. The rest is on the Patreon. All right.
That's
Only
right.
Tyler gets to watch it.
Tyler, because Tyler gave us a few dollars.
He upped his damn Patreon
Oh my-
level
Did
too.
he?
Tyler!
Yeah,
So what?
he doubled it. He went from 5 to 10.
Aw, what does that get him? Does that get him something?
It might. We have to look
like
at the
the sound
tiers
of-
again.
the sound
We
of
owe him some
laughing.
content.
we got to
Actually-
give him something.
Is that the one where he can be on the show?
I don't remember if that's the featuring you level or not. Do I still have it? Oh, Tyler is one of them. He says, "Don't call me Tyler." That's what you get for the $10 level. We'll call you whatever you want.
We'll refer to you by any name that you choose.
That's it. Whatever you want. Yep. Whatever you want us to call you. That's what the new name of that level is going to be. We're going to make that adjustment. All right. Let's start the show. Here we go. How about that, folks? You ready? Huh?
Huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Gate, and then wait. What does that do? Did that blow your mind? That just happened.
Corner weighing in at 180 pounds.
Darkness, everybody!
You've got a dirty, whorish mouth.
Bunch of fucking amateurs. Am I wrong? No. Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay, then. Hail to the king, David.
Fuck it, dude. Let's go bull.
You tell anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Kickstart with Matt.
And Matt.
And we've got a special guest. First time caller, long time listener.
She's not actually here. She's on the phone.
Don't
Yeah.
call it a comeback.
Don't call it anything. You got to
Allison's
pay
here.
for that.
And don't call me Tyler.
That's right.
Don't call me Tyler.
Don't. That's right. That's right. Don't even do it. Yeah.
She's
So
drinking a big, thick glass of blood over there.
that's right.
Yeah.
Well,
If you're watching the stream.
and you know, it's
It is more of a chalice, really.
it's
than,
It
also
is.
an homage to
Indiana Jones.
to Indiana Jones, but also to the former occupant of this particular microphone and all of that person's blood problems. Allison has no problem. She's just drinking it down. No worries, right?
I actually need more blood.
That's right.
My blood levels are just right.
That's right.
You got a perfect amount of iron. They're not. Your blood's not trying to kill you.
This is the beauty of having a functioning non-spectral body.
Right. You can't exist in 2 dimensions
Well,
at the same time.
and expect to go unscathed.
Right.
That's the subtext.
It's like a meat grinder.
Right.
It's a thresher.
That's life.
Fourth
Life's a meat
dimensional
grinder.
living is just some grinding of your meat.
Yes, that is the fourth dimension. It's the level of grind to your meat. Yeah.
It's like those fancy coffee grinders.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
Got all kinds of levels.
They use them sometimes. You know, you're making some cake batter. Sometimes you're grinding those beans. Sometimes you're just grinding a whole bunch of meat that got turned into cake batter and is somehow now being drank as coffee.
Can you make a meat cake?
A meat cake?
Like a
You
cake
can
out
make
of meat?
meat pie.
Can we have a funfetti meat cake?
Yeah, that's yes.
I
yes.
want it to be multicolored
That's right.
and fun to cut into. I want to hear the screams.
I'm all about. Yeah, that's right. Because ultimately, if you don't have the screams, are you really eating?
Are you eating something that was once alive?
This is it. You know, because if you
Either you scream or the thing you're eating screams. One of the two
we
has to
tried
happen.
to give you the ice cream to teach you this principle, right?
We started you out so early.
was-
You scream, I scream.
We all now get to eat ice cream.
Wait, now everyone
That's
has ice
the
cream.
rhyme. That's the rhyme. At least that's how I was taught to rhyme. I did grow up in
Be
the country surrounded by farmers. So
I was told in the dark basement where I was raised,
yeah,
be good and scream, and you can have some ice
I
cream.
was taught be good because the slaughterhouse isn't that far away.
You ever see what they use to kill cows? It's not even a bullet.
Let me tell
It's
you
one of
what.
those-
That's
Little
every day
little
I go.
spiky
I'd be
things.
walking to the bus stop and I'd hear all this screaming and I'd be thinking, man, there's a lot of ice cream around here. Right?
There's so much joy around
There's-
me.
Everybody loves ice cream in this area. It's great. It's wonderful. Yeah, you know,
do cows scream when they die, Allison? Dr. Allison.
Do you want the honest answer?
Yeah.
yeah.
Not typically.
There you go. Yes, that's the answer we're looking for. That's
I
it.
feel like that was like a doctory polite way.
That's right. Not
what I'm looking
typical.
No, they use that
A little thing.
The
That
gun,
air
yeah,
gun.
the shooter
Yeah,
yeah, and they don't typically scream.
that's good. See,
Yeah, it's humane.
Is there a way to botch that
Yes.
little shooter?
sure.
You,
Oh, God.
you want honesty?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean,
we
you could-
we don't lie on this show.
I've never once lied on this fucking show.
Never ever.
In my whole entire time of being on this. In my whole,
I have never heard a single lie on this.
Nope.
show.
Nope.
and no one has.
That's right. We're
No.
gonna.
I'll challenge anybody to say
we
that
know
they
how
heard a
that air
lie.
gun works. So
I know. We know. We're gonna find out how to botch a death. Go ahead, Allison. Please take it away.
No.
So how do you do it?
Ooh.
I don't know.
No, so if you go off center,
right.
then,
Oh, off center.
yeah, like
So-
you have to hit there's a spot that you have to hit in order for it to essentially, like, for lack of a better explanation, deactivate the brain and say, okay, like, you're not gonna feel the rest of this. You're gonna
Yes.
like,
Wait, what's
Right.
the rest of this? Is there a guy with an axe behind him?
the rest of it
The
is like
baseball bat. They've got to tenderize them.
There's like 8 guys with bats just beating up a.
They're all hiding behind the stall.
This is more just a tranquilizer section.
How else did you think it gets
That's
tenderized?
it. That's it. You got to. Otherwise, the meat goes everywhere. You got to do it right away while it's still supple.
So prior to the invention of guns or this air gun thing, is this what happened? Like 10 guys with bats just beat the hell out of a cow?
Yeah.
It's so big.
No, so the gun actually, like, technically stuns them. It doesn't always kill
Oh
them.
my god.
So that's, and typically you use like sharper objects.
There you go.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Knives.
So the guy with the axe, that's not
So-
not necessarily inaccurate.
Yeah. But once Paul Bunyan retired, things got real dicey. You know.
He's at least twice the size of a cow. We need him. Okay, it takes like 8 of us to kill this thing.
We need to find a better solution.
There has to be a better way. The new cow killer 9000.
Speaking of which, so I was listening to an episode of a podcast. They were talking about transhumanism. Okay, the idea of, and apparently a space fence is a thing.
Wait, what?
Well, we have a brand for it.
Yeah, so we need some revenue. Apparently, this.
You're right. We did TM that.
You did
Yeah.
copyright
That was
it.
a while
Yeah,
ago.
it's time. I'm going to get in touch with the patent office because somebody's got to pay me some money.
I'm calling Patty at the patent office
Patty,
right
Patty
now.
the patent man. He's got to tell me what in the hell is going on here because I know damn well that through some nonsense we came up with that idea, and now you know who put this all out there, right? The 45th president of the United States.
That's right.
That's when it came.
45.
That's when it came into the lexicon.
That's when it came out.
Yup.
He stole from
He
us.
stole it from us. I think he's listening to our show and he
We pro-
doesn't want anybody else.
I wouldn't be
No.
surprised if he listened to our show and took cues from us. Okay.
Why? He does it from every other piece of entertainment that
That's what
he
I'm saying.
takes in.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, you know,
Because like the idiocy, the nonsense of our show is like just unironically presented.
Yeah.
By his existence.
that's, some people can tell the difference between reality and fantasy, and other people become
Gotta-
president.
yeah.
So you got to do what you can with what you've got, but sometimes you need to recluse yourself. Reclude yourself.
Reclude.
Or
Recuse.
just refuse
just
yourself.
refuse.
Just
refuse
refuse
to have a
yourself from
self.
time to
You
time.
got to refuse a human form,
There's-
like Chris did
There's so exactly right.
weeks ago.
At least Chris has the decency to no longer plague us with his.
Does his ghost form have his bits? Because then it would be indecent.
How many? 8?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
got 8.
he's got 8 bits. There-
Yeah.
there's 8 bits right
8
there.
bits. They can't see that. The people watching
Oh
at
yeah,
home,
that's
but
sorry.
we can.
We can, and I
Yeah.
don't care.
We know what it looks
I
like.
don't care.
Here, we can show it to him. Actually, I can add it onto the stream. So there you go. This is what we're looking at. For those of you
If
who
you're
are
familiar
listening,
with our banner,
if you're listening at home or the day after, as I
In the
know many of you
bathroom.
do, none of you in the bathroom, at the courthouse, in the drunk tank, wherever you are that you happen to have snuck your phone in. that you're listening to the show. This is completely inconsequential because you can't see anything. But for those of you who do have the gift of being able to visually,
Those of you who have the gall.
that's right, to be able to
witness
watch this horror show. We're talking about this Ghost Chris here.
Freaking Jesus came down and to save us from our sins just for us to be doing this nonsense each week.
That's right. Jesus rescued all of those Incan people from hell
God rest his soul.
just so that we could be here today. This is it. This is the culmination of humanity. We already talked about this last week, that we are ushering in a new age. There's a whole different train of thought that's happening because of all of the stuff that we've talked about. Essentially, we are single-handedly reviving the world. We're America. We're going to start with America. Start small. And
Start
then,
small.
Then as we get a little bit bigger, the world is next. And after
We'll
that,
franchise.
the moon.
That's right. We're going for the moon.
We're going
next.
for the moon. We're stopping at the
But
moon.
we'll franchise at each country.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have a Matt for, who speaks each different language.
Yeah.
We'll have an Australian Matt. There'll be a Matt in Japan.
It's just like when they try and reboot shows in other countries, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's like when the meat gets old in the restaurant and then they just sort of make a stew out of it.
That's all you got to do. Let's
rebrand it.
Last night's steak is tonight's, whatever.
Yeah, it's the beef tartare.
Whatever you want to eat.
Whatever you want.
Just eat it.
What
all
did
right?
you order? It's steak now.
This cow didn't get beat to death, so you can throw this steak away, okay? Put it in a fucking stew or something here.
We beat the good parts of this real hard.
Jesus Christ.
It's delicious.
This is mostly hoof meat.
You know how much it hurts them?
Do you know how much it
to
hurts
die like
to
that?
get beat to death on the hoofs? All right? That's the only way they can get it out.
Just beat the
These
hooves.
shoes don't come off. All right?
Oh wait, Allison, do they have to shoe the cows or are they fine?
Cows are fine.
Yeah, they're all right. They don't need a farrier.
I
It's
feel like I
like,
might just be here to answer the scientific
this is it.
question.
This
You're
is
like-
this is right.
You're like Dr. Oz with an education.
This
Does
is
that
it.
mean I can also
'Cause
run for political
It
office?
does. It does.
If you ran for that office, I would 100% be voting for you, not
I
just
would hope
because I
so.
have a strong bias towards you, but because how in the fuck do these entertainers / you're an entertainment doctor.
Not
you can't be
Not to go back to what we started talking about, but once somebody gets choose their way,
once they put the hooves on, they
once
can't
the
ever be
hooves are
seen
in there,
as
you
anything
can't
but a cow.
take the hooves off. All right.
They don't have shoes.
Once
for these
they
things.
grow, once you no longer have digits,
So
you
you-
just got those weird little toe separation
Oh
things.
no, yeah.
That's all.
What are
That's
those
all.
called, Allison? What are they called? Them?
So
So it depends on the hoof you're talking
Okay.
Oh,
about.
okay.
Because you're talking about like cloven
Yeah.
hooves. So I don't think that those are still 2 digits. So they're just different digits. There's no actual,
Oh.
yeah.
It's not like a hoof, like
It's-
hoof.
I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Those little things. Once they got them.
No, you're giving them thumbs. The thumb
Oh,
sits
sorry.
further up.
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
the Duclaw
It's just-
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It is.
It
It's
is.
just like weird, like little,
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, so if they were allowed to develop further, would those little
Like-
thumb nubs would they eventually turn into like an opposable thumb?
Probably like from an evolutionary standpoint.
Yeah.
Probably. Well, like, have you seen have normal people seen like x-rays of horse limbs?
I
Like,
have.
and the fact that horses are just constantly flipping us off.
Yes.
What?
They're walking around on their middle finger essentially. Like,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
That's it.
Those little fucking bastards.
That's why
And
they're
of
so
course they are.
muscular.
Yeah.
They're like I
I'll
don't
tell you
even
what.
care.
I'm going to use so much glue tonight when I go home.
I'm just going to dump it right in the trash.
I'm just going to pour it right in the trash.
My trash bags are going to be sticky as hell for years. For years. Till I get over this.
Those tough, muscly fucking things. They don't even taste good. All you can do is use them to attach to make kids craft projects.
All you can do is have horse jerky and glue to hold the horse jerky together. That's all they're good for.
I want to make like a kid's craft of just horse jerky glued onto paper, construction paper,
And in the shape of a horse.
in the shape of
right?
horse. Yep.
It's
I just-
like Legos,
I'll
but
be
with
like,
meat.
flip me off, will you?
Yeah.
I'll just dishonor your entire existence.
I'll show you who can take off their shoes.
Now hand me those hooves. I'm gonna beat you to death. I'm just gonna hit them. So, is that a way you could kill anything?
What, beat them to death
Just
with
beat
their own
the
feet?
hooves? No.
Oh, technically, yes.
The bolt gun or beating them to
Yeah,
death?
No, just beating the hooves alone until they die. Because that was what Matt was saying earlier.
I don't know that there's any animals with hearts or
Is there a
vital organs in
Is there
the
a
hooves.
precedent here?
If any creature were to do it, it would be a horse. A
Yeah.
horse
Could
would
you-
die. Because,
Could you sustain it so much injury on one part of your body that it would kill you?
well, bear in mind with a horse, if they do hurt their, like, even just one
Yeah.
foot,
Mhm.
like, they probably will die. Like,
Yeah,
if
that's
they
it.
get severe enough, like, oh God,
You
I'm
guys
gonna
heard
sound
it?
real scientific here. They get severe enough laminitis,
Mhm.
and that,
They get laminated.
yeah, they get laminated.
That's what happens. Very glossy.
if they have a disease process that happens to, oh my God. Yes, if it gets glossed over, then
Yeah.
they will eventually, they will die.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, or they'll walk out of their shoes. P.S.
That's right.
Oh.
That's another way of saying that they died. That's
Walk right out of their shoes, right into heaven.
Grandpa's fine. He just walked out of his shoes.
They're just like they're still smoking in the living room.
I'm gonna use
He just
that.
he just evaporated like that. He's gone.
Oh God.
That's I hope one day that I get to witness spontaneous human combustion.
Ah, is it Allison, is it that is it that common?
Spontaneous combustion?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, unless you swallow a bunch of firecrackers, then, but
Is that still considered spontaneous?
well, if nobody else knows about it until they do the autopsy,
They were all,
yes,
they were all duds, so it was really weird.
that was the weird part. They were never lit. Yeah, they just swallowed a bunch for some reason. But,
There's evidence of spontaneous human combustion, though, right?
so.
Like that's why it's categorized as more like a miscellaneous death,
yeah, but I don't know.
like just randomly caught fire, like those those freaking iPods or whatever the hell.
That's because there's a battery in there that heats
There's
up.
a battery in here that heats up. I don't know what you're talking about.
We got a pacemaker now.
I got a pacemaker the other week.
I got two of them just in case one goes down.
I got a backup generator.
I
in
got
my
syncopated
chest.
rhythms going on in here. This is great. Man,
It's like a Dream Theater song in my chest all the time.
it's like high for teacher every day.
I
Man,
can't even think of that guy's name.
who's that? High for teacher?
Yeah, which teacher it was.
Well, it depends. Yeah, it depends upon what they were wearing that day.
Oh, man.
Sometimes it's about the mathematical side of things. Sometimes those numbers add up just right. Other times it's about the creative pursuit and whether that pursuit leads you down the path of science or art. Ultimately, as long as the rhythm
it's fast.
keeps clicking along at a rapid pace, just
It keeps.
you just keep it going all day. That's right. There's see.
This is wonderful. This is a wonderful show for people. Tyler's gonna downgrade his fucking contribution to our Patreon at this point.
Juan's here.
Juan, welcome, Juan. Just in time. Just in time to save us because we're starting to stall out here.
It's going downhill.
We're talking about spontaneous human combustion.
Spontaneous human combustion. Also,
Juan.
I didn't hear anything. I don't know if you can force that one.
I'm trying to work it in every word I can, Juan. I try.
Yep,
I'm like Juan's publicist.
That's right. That's right. You got to somebody.
Juan, I'm your new publicist.
That's right.
They don't have to have degrees or experience, right?
No, all they
I
have to
don't think
do.
so.
All you have to do is say, "That's you now."
That's
You're
me
the
now.
publicist.
I'm the guy that just like, if it walks like a horse and it dies like a horse, it probably was a horse. So let's eat it and use it to glue our projects
That's
together.
right. At the same time, and so it's.
What are you doing not gluing your dinner together?
That's right.
What do you want it to be flapping around in your belly?
Yeah. How else are you going to digest it all? It's
We're
going to be in
native-
so many
we're-
pieces.
We are 1/16 Native American. We use the whole horse. You drink that Elmer's glue. Or so help me God, I will vision quest you into another fucking dimension. I'll put you in Joe Rogan's head. You
We
drink
got
that
the
glue.
blue semi-clear stuff because you wanted it so bad because you said it looked good.
Get the drinking.
Drink it up,
Yeah.
or we're gonna have an ayahuasca moment.
That's
You're
right.
gonna be an ayahuasca timeout.
That's right. I'm going to wrap you up in a bunch of tree roots and put you in my tea. Drink your glue.
If you're just tuning in,
That's right.
then you have witnessed the pinnacle of this episode.
Juan says you can shield him from all the negative, bad press.
That's right.
The
And
negative
I will
press,
take
yeah.
it on. I'll take blame for whatever you do, Juan. If there's like a dead hooker in your like hotel room one night and you're like, how did this even happen?
Right.
I'll be like, I did it.
Like, don't worry
I
about it.
did.
Juan. I'll take care of it. They're like, do you have anything to say about the dead hooker that was in the... That's a dumb question. Anybody else have a better question? We're talking about Juan here.
This guy seems an awfully interested in dead hookers. I'm starting to believe that maybe he had something to do with it.
Swarm!
Kill him. Just incite riots and mobs.
That's all you got to do.
That's
That's
my
what a
job.
good publicist does. They just incite riots.
Would be a really good publicist. I think I could work for you, Juan.
Yep.
I think so. Just get people distracted.
Juan's in, I think.
That's the way that this world works. You just need about 2 seconds of something slightly more interesting, and then about 10 more things to follow it, and they'll forget all about where it came from.
It's TikTok time, baby.
It's all TikTok.
It's
I'm a TikTok publicist
Again,
in the
it's-
TikTok age.
It's all about that quick.
got 2
You gotta keep
pacemakers.
it moving.
So I know about ticking and talking, and I know about the sands of the hourglass moving at an increased rate for when I'm going. Okay, because I hear tick 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 all the time. I'm dying at double the speed of you.
That's right. It's like I've been drinking coffee, but I haven't been drinking coffee. It's like,
But my mouth is dry.
So
It's like I've been drinking coffee, but my mouth's so dry. It's like I got injected with speed, but I don't have any track marks.
There's no. That's right. I checked my feet. I checked my hooves. I checked my
between the
glue.
hooves. Everything.
There's nothing. There's
Right
nowhere.
between the cloves.
That's right. Right between the cloven hooves. That's right.
Find the thing.
There's nothing. There were no thing. I looked for the thing. I couldn't find the thing. God, I gotta stop drinking so much glue in the morning.
You ever get a pet, Allison, that had like a drug habit, like a bad drug habit?
No, but I've gotten lots of owners with drug habits that like to pretend that the pet
that's
has
it.
a drug
Yeah,
habit.
we
This is
have
it.
it. Ivermectin.
Ivermectin.
You ever if you happen to have to like hold on a minute. You guys are drinking your stuff. No, Allison, if you ever happen to like needed to have Joe Rogan's gorilla as your client, what would you prescribe it?
I'm sorry.
He has a gorilla.
I'm assuming so.
Are you sure it's not just him?
It probably is him. And I'm sure you probably should. He probably
He's
needs to be on a dewormer.
He's got a huge underground bunker with a cage, and people think he has a gorilla, but that's where he sleeps.
At night, the thrashing gets so
It's
violent.
It's like a goddamn wolf man. He has to protect everyone else from himself.
I live 60 feet underground to help you.
That's right. That's for
not
your
for me.
benefit. Yeah. I like to wake up in a pool of blood. All right.
I don't feel alive if I don't.
Let me just tell you what. It's the best moisturizer. Elizabeth Bathory had it right. I just want to bathe in blood every day, but I can't do it anymore. Not after the past 3 restraining orders that I've gotten.
If I don't wake up red and sticky, what's the point?
That's right. Have you even slept? Is the question, right? Or was it just a nap? All right.
I don't even grow hair anymore. I don't have to shave. It just doesn't come out. I'm so beefed up with testosterone and other things, blood.
Look, do you see how big these muscles are? This is not just muscle, okay? All right. In here is blood.
Your blood.
Your blood, my blood, a little mixture of some other people's blood that we can't talk about because they may or may not be American citizens, but they still live in my bunker. And let me tell you, you gotta pay. You gotta pay your way. Sometimes you do it with blood.
That's how they're dealing with terrorists nowadays. They
Just-
force them to go live in Joe Rogan's bunker
That's
and
right.
do endless podcasts with him that
Yup.
he never releases on Spotify.
And the thing is they're on the opposite side of the bunker from the exit. And so if they ever want to get out, they have to be on the show first. But
That's
he
right.
never lets them leave.
That's right. You know what's really fucking so stupid? If you unironically listen to Joe Rogan and you like it, I want you to know that he is not some kind of like free bastion of like of unbiased opinions.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
shoot,
has
he's not.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Allison. That's our real folk hero.
That's right.
That's right. The guy who incites mistrust for victims of school shootings.
He must be a press agent for Joe Rogan. That
He's
must
gotta
be what
be.
it is. He's inciting these riots.
He's gotta be. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, so oh my god, I completely lost my train of thought just now.
You're mad about Joe Rogan.
There you go.
Yes, he signed a deal with Spotify that he could have easily have amassed like patrons to pay whatever price point he wanted,
Right?
Because he has so many fans.
Mm-hmm.
So he's like this corporate fucking sellout guy, and he always has been. He always will be. I'll tell you who will never sell out. Matt.
That's right. It doesn't matter how much money Tyler offers us. We are not going to sell out.
We'll never bend the knee to your demands, Tyler. You ever think we'll sell out? You keep on handing us money.
Oh, that's what you think. That's right. You think you got
another thing coming.
That's right.
As the revered and unforgettable Twisted Sister used to say.
That's exactly. I remember when James Hetfield first stepped up to that microphone and he said, "You got another thing coming."
He pulled his shirt up. He's wearing a bra.
Oh my god!
And people went, "Holy shit!
It's
this
Mickey
guy
D.
can play guitar."
That's right.
Wait, no, he can't. Oh, no,
never mind. But yeah, it's the decaf glue.
Decaf glue
these days because the caffeine. Some people think it's high cholesterol things. No, it's the caffeine that gets you. You can drink 4 or 5 tubes, but by the time you get to that 6th and 7th one, it's too much. It's too much. Your body can't process it, can't handle it, and you just have to let it go.
You get stiff.
You just exactly right.
Stiffens up.
How does the glue not stick to the inside of the bottle? And
what do they make that out of? Because I want to make that. I want to make a house out of that.
I would like to make.
I don't want anything sticking to my house.
Can we Teflon coat veins? Yeah, that's really what we have to figure. We have to look into that next.
Perfect. I could just hurt myself all the time, and I never have to worry about. Sorry, I'd never have to worry about this happening in my blood.
Yeah, it's all right. It's your first episode. It's not the 273rd.
This is
one that you've done.
Every episode I give my full everything I got.
I leave it all on the table. Much
table.
like a cow that's been beaten to death by 8 or 9 Italian men. That's for some reason, you gotta make the veal. You gotta make those veal cutlets. And if you're not Italian, how can you do it?
There's a great deal of suffering that's in the flavor that is necessary. Parmesan cheese, it goes perfectly with suffering.
Yeah, sprinkling some suffering
Parmesan
around.
Day. Just right over the last breaths of the dying cow.
You've got to christen it. That's right.
This is why the mafia has this tendency to beat people to death.
Yeah.
To punish them or to
they all wish they were farmers.
Right. They all used to be farmers.
Yeah.
This is all they know.
That's right. Somebody.
You know how many baseball bats it takes to make a pizza?
5 more than you'd think.
Take it from us, we're Italian.
That's right. we know how the pizza gets made. We'll put it that way.
It's a little look behind the curtain, if you will.
That's right.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. But also, is that a lion? His mouth starts watering, starts licking his lips. Hold on, wait. You're telling me you brought a Man of Steel, a hay bale, and a lion?
Wait a minute, Superman's here?
Did you notice all the plastic on this furniture? This is an Italian house, baby.
Yes. Look at the Saint card. Look at the plastic furniture. All right. Obviously.
You didn't pass the Virgin Mary on the yellow brick road?
You didn't see the palm branches nice and bent into a little cross that we have hanging on the wall that we were supposed to have burned at Ash Wednesday?
Let me, as I'm drawing your attention away from the man behind the curtain, let me draw your attention to the forehead of the man behind the curtain, because there's little ashes and a cross right above his head. And if you don't think that there's 14 baseball bats surrounding me right now, then you've never been to this part of Little Italy. Okay?
That's it. What else is there to say?
We're to see the freaking wizard.
That's right.
The motherfucking Wizard of Oz. Get the hell out of my. I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
That's in case you didn't hear me. I'm walking here, right in here. That's what I would
Fucking
like.
flying monkeys and shit. Holy crap, Mom! You ever seen that? Who are you talking to? Where's your mom? Is it your mom? I wish she was here. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it. I'm saying
Whoever's behind the curtain keeps stirring the sauce. It's gonna stick.
I swear, I'll go to my grave saying, and I'll go to my grave saying that these monkeys should not be flying.
That's right.
They should not fly.
Nowhere. I tell you, they need to have their proper identification. You know, most of them are here illegally. Okay. Yeah, they live in the palace. All right. They help out with things, but you know that most of them are
They're
not
all
allowed.
just getting assistance.
Yeah, let's just say they came for the yellow brick road. Okay. Can't get out as easy as you got in. Just ask Joe Rogan. He knows.
The wizard hands.
It all started with the fear factor, and now we're all just terrified. So it's just exponentially increasing as time goes on.
My factor of fear has been very high ever since he's been more
Yeah,
present.
he's been able to accomplish things that few have.
that are scary.
That's right. Well, that's what I mean.
He's
Yeah.
accomplished things that have incited fear into me,
Yes.
which are owning a gorilla, being a gorilla,
Right.
and interviewing like Kim Jong-il or something.
Yeah, I mean, as a gorilla, that was the weird part. It was a choice. It was a choice that he made, but for whatever reason, he felt that the gorilla would be the most effective means of communication for
And you
someone.
know, the best kind of glue there is gorilla glue.
That's exactly
There
right.
is no
you can't
way.
beat the grip.
This isn't
The
related.
grip that it gives you. You inject a little bit that into your forearm there, and the grip that you get from that.
You'll never release it.
Oh my God!
You better be holding your favorite thing.
I'll tell you what. You think that you've had muscle cramps before?
The best pen you own, maybe like the hand of your loved one.
That's
or
right.
the neck of your firstborn.
That's
But
right.
Hold it tight.
That or a baseball bat, because then at least you can get some work.
You'll never starve. I'll tell you that much.
There's unlimited meat as long as you can do the beating. And let's do some weird news.
Let's beat it to death, just like the earlier part of the show.
You mean the part we're doing right now?
Yeah.
We're still in it, technically.
No, not at this point. It happened
Now we're
yesterday.
like mid-show.
Every time.
That's right, Allison. We're mid-show.
Yeah.
She's a doctor.
Pull
Hey,
me
listen to
back
her.
in. That's right. Doctor's orders.
Apple a day will not keep this doctor away because you don't need. Basically, she'll get rid of your birth certificate,
That's right.
your license, all your identifying information,
That's it.
and then what are you? Just an animal. And she's going to do surgery on you with a bat.
Bat surgery. All right, internet people. Let's see here. Oh no, Juan. We didn't. Juan's asking if we talked about Elon hijacking Twitter.
Oh shit!
We
Let's
didn't.
talk about it.
But
no wonder.
no. He got it.
Sorry,
he got
Juan.
it in. He made it happen.
I always try to give a one pun for Juan. Yes! Oh, the cheers.
Mission
love-
complete.
I love approval.
Well, you're on the wrong show for that.
I desperately need it. Yeah! It can be falsified. I don't mind.
I'm all right with artificial approval.
That's
That's
yeah,
fine.
it works the same result.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't need to be human hands clapping.
As long as they clap at some point. That's the important part. All right, let's see. This. And then we'll get, let's see here. That guy. And that guy. That guy. And then this has to go over here.
Do you like our shirt design from some time ago?
Is this what you're writing normally?
Yeah, I do the notes
Oh my
typically.
gosh.
We don't need them anymore though because we have it set up in a way that Matt
I
can
type
fold
them up
ahead.
ahead of time.
Yeah, he gets them all.
I've alleviated even more work from
He's
you.
from you.
I would
He's
buy
making me
this
more
shirt.
useless.
Yeah.
Hey, whatever you're doing sucks. Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
This is something me and Allison are going to start
To get out of unwanted conversations, we're going to start implementing this.
employing. Yeah,
Yeah.
implementing. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Yeah, just like in the middle of a conversation, if someone's just talking, you're really bored.
Even it's completely serious.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Yeah.
You just turn around and walk away.
John Schomper did it to me once. That was
Yeah.
great.
Oh my God, that's right. So that's right. John Schomper basically embodied this,
Are you
like
saying John Chomper?
John Schomper. He's
with an S.
yeah, John
Chompers.
John Chompers. John
Yeah.
Chompers. Chompers. Macy's Chompers.
That's right. Blue Light Special.
It's a blue light special. Sorry, this is Kmart now.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway,
Am I having a stroke?
you are having endless strokes.
That's what the show is.
That's
Yeah,
why I
the
have
show is just an hour-long stroke.
I got 2 pacemakers in me, Allison.
That's right.
It's because of the show.
That's right.
Because I have a stroke here every week.
That's it.
Just for people's
Just
entertainment.
just for people's entertainment.
Just for kicks.
Watch it.
I didn't want this.
All right, here we go.
Sometimes I like in my daily life. Sometimes I want the soundboard to be
Oh yeah.
active.
Yeah.
Because I muttered that to myself. that Sylvester Stallone line.
Yeah.
Like in a real life situation
Yes.
at one point. And I didn't have it.
Like I said before, I would be, if I could expand the soundboard a little bit bigger and make the icon smaller, I would just walk around with that all day.
Oh, dude, be perfect.
I'm trying to think. I think there was actually a situation. I think you were here and we were sitting and talking. Yeah. I think we were talking to Kara one day and I pulled the soundboard out and we weren't doing the show or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I just carried around because
Oh yeah, I think I remember
this is the means to communicate as far as I'm concerned. You know, it gives us what we need.
Team is not a team if you don't give a damn about one another.
Remember that.
That's the
Darth
worst.
Vader said it himself.
I want it on my
I thought
tombstone.
for sure that was Mufasa.
That's well. It depends upon since it's Tuesday. That's
Philadelphia is worth
$50.
That has got to be the most obscure quote
It's
that's
great.
on any
It's
soundboard ever.
It's a wonderful thing. All right. Speaking of terrible things, let's do weird things. Here we go.
Help me, Jesus! Help me, Jewish God! Help me, Allah! Ah!
Weird news on the Kickstarter Matt.
Help me, Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise used a witchcraft hold me to get the fire off me! Oh, help me, Oprah Winfrey! Ah!
A tarantula enjoys a fine chewing gum. The Human Torch is denied a bank loan. The arsonist has caught his shit.
And now with this week's weird news, here's
Righty. So here we go. For our first story, we're heading to Florida. All right.
Our favorite place to do weird.
This
news
is a
stories.
familiar place. So we gave zero context for anything that was happening in this episode. So Matt and I and Allison have all known each other for an equal amount of time.
That's true.
For many years, several decades.
I think it's like 23 years this year.
It's been
In a hot minute.
a bit. But this is a place. Oh, hold on. Now I have to do this so that everybody can see who is watching. So this is a place here. This cafeteria. This is a high school cafeteria, not one that we're personally familiar with, but many moments where
It looks awful. I hate these these little stools that are just stuck to the
the
table.
whole everything's on wheels. We didn't even have that though.
Yeah, you could if you had a organized group of kids.
Yes.
they could be traveling all over the school on those tables.
There's no telling
Yeah,
how many
wheels.
horses you could fit on top of those tables and roll them around.
They
Depending,
could-
long ways, short ways,
eat all day.
halves, whatever you got, you can wheel them around. But we're heading down to Florida here, Cocoa, Florida. All right,
Cocoa, Florida.
Cocoa, Florida.
Cocoa.
A woman has been arrested months after threatening to blow up her son's high school
I like her already. Good mom.
unless
Hmm?
cafeteria workers started giving her son more food.
Give my fat son more food.
I'm
swear.
gonna blow up your school.
He's hungry.
He's hungry, and I'm not gonna hear about it anymore, or I'm gonna blow up the school.
I
She
think
has her priorities.
Yeah, that's it. You've got to.
I think there was a point when my dad lived in Florida, and I think he should have just stayed there.
Yeah, he would have fit in very well.
Because I feel like he'd just be perfect for that.
Yeah, he'd fit in. He'd
I'll
fit
blow
right
your
in.
whole fucking school up.
That's right.
You're not gonna get me what I want.
Get in line. Get in line. Well, yeah,
You can blow up what's left of it after this mom blows it up.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, I might have. I don't know if I've ever told
Are those
this.
names taped on each one of these
Yeah,
fucking
yes. Everybody has
stools?
either that or it's a dedication thing. If they did it like our schools have.
your ass is sitting on top of John
This-
C.
yeah, yeah.
Butts.
This butt shelf brought to you by the Jones family.
Is that not how you want to be remembered?
Yeah, that's-
It's all Jared from Subway.
He donated an entire cafeteria
Butt sitting on his
but
memory.
they still made him. Yeah, he still made him put the name on all the
Oh
seats.
my God, is he getting the chair or what?
I don't think so. Well,
Oh, I hope
not
so.
the one that kills him anyway.
Well, not the kind that these poor kids have to sit on.
That's right. Yeah.
God damn it.
Um,
I hate these chairs. I know if you're not looking at the pictures,
Right. This makes,
if you're
this makes
listening
no
tomorrow,
sense.
but it's just this weird, like this fucking octo seat thing happening where the tables have these metal bars that turn into stools.
More than octo there, buddy.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, but just for imagery's sake,
Oh,
the
okay.
many
yes.
tentacled arms of
They
it.
don't look especially comfortable. You have
No.
to just kind of straddle that pole in the.
That's
Oh,
it.
no.
Yeah. yeah. Well, somebody's
You're
got
teaching them early.
You gotta get started. You
It's
gotta
called
get
empowerment,
started.
Matt.
That's right.
Work that pole. That's how you get extra food.
That's how you get. Yeah, you can tell your son that he can have more food once he starts dancing
Once he
for
claps
it.
those cheeks.
Roll the music.
I don't see any singles flying his way during
That's
lunch.
right.
He's not trying hard enough. Apply yourself, and you can get
It's your son's own fault that he's getting skipped in the line. All right, these cafeteria workers are very understandable and they are very receptive to the proper motivations. And let me tell you what, we have done extensive background checks on all of our cafeteria workers, so it's okay. It's not weird. They just know how to acknowledge potential. Okay. And obviously, if your kid's not getting as much food as they want, they don't have it. They don't have what they need.
They don't have what
And
it
if you
takes.
can't start dancing on this enormous square pole, all right, how will you ever make your graduate to a round? These are the questions that you should be
I'll say
asked.
we're getting him used to starving because he'll never feed his family with that kind of work.
That's right. That's right. And this is where young hearts and minds are made. All right. We don't want to lead them down the wrong path. It's all about realistic expectations. Well, the threat was left on February 3rd in a voicemail, which is
I forgot we're suddenly turning her bomb threat into a lot less offensive of an action than what the school is allegedly doing.
That's it. There you go. The Mominator one says that's absolutely right. According to police and court records, a 41-year-old woman was arrested on Wednesday and charged with making a false bomb threat and disruption of a
41. She's not that much older than us.
No.
I mean, like
I
old
didn't wanna
enough.
point it out.
Yeah,
Old
right.
enough- I mean, not to say that we're like that old, but I mean, Jesus Christ, 41 years old. You should really know better.
No.
Not in this world.
That's not. Yeah.
Not in this
Florida,
life.
especially.
Not in Florida.
This world's fucking so fucked up.
That's it. Let's see. She did not leave her name on the voicemail, but the school's caller ID recorded the number.
She's in the directory. Of course they're going to know her.
Well, the staff members at the school listened to the message the next morning and contacted the police. The school was evacuated, but no weapons or explosive devices were found. Investigators located the woman's phone number in the school records, and a resource officer confirmed that her child had gotten into an argument on February 3rd with the cafeteria worker because he wanted more food.
Did it specify what kind of food?
No, it did not. But
Does he want more like
Horse meat.
yeah, there's
horse meat,
there's definitely
spaghetti, or is it like I want another cookie? Give me one more.
I'm sure it was.
Is he trying to extort these people?
I think that's basically what's happening. We're going to blow it up.
Yeah, my
We're
mom will
blow 'em
blow
up.
this whole school up.
That's right. My mom will blow up this school if you don't give me another cookie. All right. And
There's too much power for a child to
and
have.
don't tell me I have to come around for seconds because I don't want any more horse meat.
don't
I got
like-
enough glue. I had art class today.
My insides are so sticky
That's
already.
right.
It
Yeah.
hurts. Well, I can't digest anything else.
Well,
Everything's stuck in there.
That's how it happens
I
sometimes.
got a tapeworm because my mom doesn't know how to clean her food correctly.
She
So I
said-
need more of your food.
She said this will blow me up from the inside. So the state's attorney's office then filed paperwork ordering the woman's arrest on the 7th of April. Officials finally have arrested her as of Wednesday. So there you go.
I miss the days when cops carried like those billy clubs, because I would love for them to walk into her house and be like, "You're under arrest."
That's right.
Beat-
Give her the horse treatment, boys.
right on the ankles. That's each ankle getting cracked. It's like misery up in there.
Get Kathy Bates in there.
She's James
Tonight.
Caan.
She's free. She's not doing anything right now.
You're like James Caan. Your ankles are broken and everybody forgot about you
That's
after The Godfather.
You should have gotten shot for real. Then it would have made a lot more sense instead of doing old dogs
You're
or whatever you're.
Crippled and obscure.
That's right. Get back to the casino.
Get back on that slot machine, which eerily looks just like these tables.
Right. They're just missing the lights.
That's right. And the fucking one-armed bandit.
Uh-huh.
Got to stick one on those lunch tables. That'll give them something to do.
I
That'll
bet
forget
you-
about how hungry they are.
That's why don't they? You know what they should really do?
Gambling and They got them in gas stations now, too.
Yeah, why not?
Little kids don't have money. That's the only reason that they don't put them in there.
Yeah, but then you give them coins.
They
That's
don't have money because
just
they're
follow
bad at gambling.
Well, they do have a child
Chuck
casino.
E. Cheese,
Chuck
baby.
E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. All you gotta do.
Chuck O. Cheese.
Kids can't bet money, but they can bet fake coins.
They can bet. Kids can raise the stakes. We
That's-
just need to give them stakes to raise.
That's right.
That's all it is.
Teach them how they can sell their blood for cash, the plasma, whatever they got to do, just so that they can get those coins to scratch that itch. Because eventually, what they're going to realize, listen, we're teaching them the pole. We got to teach them how to deal with their wallet too, because that's the one thing that they don't teach you. You know, you start dancing and making some money, you have to pay your own taxes.
That's right. You got to pay tax. You're self-employed.
You're self-employed. Yeah, you're an independent contractor. You have to come up with that money at the end of the year.
Is that true?
Yeah.
That you're an independent contractor for your stripper?
Yeah.
You're not like employed with like a club. I can't ask Allison. She's a doctor. She
not
don't know.
that year.
Not that year. If it's sex work, you're the professional on the show.
There you go. That's it. The thing is that, you know, in all of these circumstances, you are operating as an independent contractor because you can go different places. There's people who will do like a circuit.
Can you can strip at multiple strip clubs? 'Cause
Yes.
There's no non-compete.
Only there are some that do that, but very, very seldom. Normally, there's an open end to these
What if
sorts
she's
of things.
super popular?
That's-
She's pulling
That's
people
that's it.
everywhere.
Go into things. That's why a lot of times when people feature dance, when you know porn stars and stuff come around, they'll do 3 nights normally at a space to draw the crowd in. Normally Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So it's like
Saturday,
it's more
Sunday,
like
yeah.
that they're a venue versus being an employer. It's like being a
Yes,
musician.
it's exactly like that.
So you would go and you'd be like, you get a guarantee or something for showing up, and as far
For
as the
featured dancers, yeah. Mhm.
And then they would basically like make whatever extra money that they make, and then
Right.
help the business in drinks and food and whatever the hell else they sell.
Yeah, because they always
That
draw
makes
in the
sense.
crowd. Yeah, and then that determines whether or not they ask that person to come back.
I just realized that between the three of us, we have like expertise in like the most general way across the whole like spectrum, because we have like self-employed, also highly knowledgeable about like religion and sex, like work or anything
That's
like
it.
that. That's
That's my
Matt.
departments.
Allison's a doctor, and I work for the government.
That's right. That's right.
So we got private sector and public sector covered.
We
entirely.
are the Illuminati.
We are. This is us. You ever seen that eye on
This
the
is
dollar
what it
bill?
looks like.
It's looking at this
That's
show.
right. That's right. It's right there. We
That's-
see you.
That's our viewer. That's
right.
that's the Tyler quote unquote we keep talking
That's
about.
exactly right.
We're all doing it in service of Tyler.
Tyler is our overlord, really.
Yeah.
I mean,
And Dan Brown wrote a whole book about him.
Exactly right.
Please buy my book.
And he gave him enough Patreon support that he didn't list his name. So
That's why he's mad at us
the
now.
pseudonym level. Yeah, that's
We're
that's
sorry,
right. Yeah,
Tyler.
yeah. We've exposed him to,
We'll-
to millions.
We'll pray to Moloch later.
That's
on.
right. That's right. Don't worry, Moloch.
George Bush and I will go. We'll go throw a sacrifice in the in the pile.
That's it. That's all we got to do. I've got the illustration in the next room. So that's
I got
that one.
schematics for it.
I'll tell you what else didn't have schematics for. A routine trip to the dentist was anything but normal after an Illinois man inhaled the dentist drill bit and had to go to the hospital to get it removed.
Oh, this is one of my fears.
This is a very strange circumstance because
Is he like Kirby? How did he suck that thing down?
I don't
so
understand.
easily? Oh, go ahead, doctor.
Doc?
What you got? What you got?
It's probably not actually that hard. To
No.
Especially
What?
because they don't really intubate. So, okay. I don't think they intubate a lot of dental procedure human people.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
like, if that thing comes loose, because it's just detachable, because you have to get clean ones every time.
Yes.
If it just detached and that person's mouth is freaking open,
Yes.
that is so easy to do. Like,
That's it.
they're breathing in. Like, this poor person.
So just it doesn't take Kirby
It's-
breaths. It's
that-
just normal breaths. that
Normal,
can-
normal
Yeah,
breath.
It's just
Suck that
normal
down?
aspiration.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh no.
So
Which I wonder how far down it got.
that we're going to get into it. I think the thing that's curious is regular drill bits that we use to build things, right?
Yeah, for wood.
Have a little indentation at the end. Yes, very good job, Matt. That's right. Thank you, delegate from the government. So they have an indentation at the end so that you depress a little ring and you put it in and it snaps into place.
Right.
Why don't we have this for things that are going into living
Right.
bodies?
You would think.
Some sort of safety mechanism.
They
but
like the ease of being able to change them quickly.
it's easy to slip it in, slip it out,
Highly
whatever.
unregulated field
We
dentistry.
never hold this with the point down.
Something locks it in, but it's definitely not as serious
Yeah.
as that.
It's
Like,
the same. It's the power of prayer.
Well, I
That's
always
right.
say-
Yeah.
Hold that shit
That's what
together.
the assistant's supposed to do the whole time.
It's the same thing. as
They're
the
there to
folding-
hold the suction and to pray.
It's,
all right?
So you're telling me that this thing is built like a trailer in the middle of Nebraska, a fucking like tornado alley.
That's
Like
right.
this thing will just come apart and like with the
they're
slightest
not
breath.
supposed to.
That's how most of the flying monkeys got there. Josie, 60, told the local TV station that he was at the dentist getting his tooth filled when he was told that he had swallowed a tool.
Oops, you swallowed something.
So did he swallow it or did he breathe it?
This is the question.
This is the question.
Oh, this is very important.
I didn't really even feel it going down. All I felt was a cough.
Oh no.
When they did the CT scan and realized you didn't swallow it,
Oh.
you inhaled it.
Oh no.
The doctors believe that Josie inhaled just before he coughed, sending the 1-inch bit deep into his lung.
I'm sorry, 1 inch.
Yes.
Holy crap.
That's
Like,
That's a big boy right there. Yeah.
that's it.
Right.
there.
That's the length
how
of
did
the
he not
thumb.
notice?
Yeah, that's and it was just, he breathed in just a second before he
This is perfect.
that was it. It was just perfect timing. Just like
That's,
yep,
how-
it's
that's how
all
my,
gone.
that's how my dad's dad died, except it wasn't a drill bit, it was a milkshake.
That's it. That's how. No, I'm not going to play this. Anyhow, I was going to play some music, but anyhow, it's like those. It's like those things where you see people on the side of a boat holding the fish they just caught, and
Yeah.
then a shark jumps up and takes it out of their mouth. Just the right timing. Just take it right as they can. Well, Dr. Abdul Al Riaz. That's definitely not how you pronounce the last name, but that's how it's going to be now. At the Aurora Medical Center in Kenosha, Wisconsin, rather, said the bit was so deep that normal scopes couldn't even reach it.
Oh
That
no.
sucks.
Mm-hmm.
They had to get that snake tool like they use in the toilets.
That's right. They
just
got
to get it in there, get in that deep enough in his lungs.
We got a root of your lungs.
We got a
buddy.
magnet
I'm
on the end of
sorry
it.
about this. Yeah, I got some of them in the barn. He should have called me.
Yeah.
So I just got a 50-foot endoscope so that I could check out plumbing problems. I was
Oh
having.
hell yeah.
Wait, you really do?
Yeah.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, actually, I've got another one too. That's a 10-footer. But yes, it's very, very good. It helped, but I didn't even end up needing it. But that's neither here nor there. So Josie said that he was told that if it couldn't be taken out, part of his lung would have to be removed.
Holy
Makes
fuck.
sense.
Right?
Oh my god.
Because it's probably so embedded that tissue is, yeah.
What
That makes
about
sense.
fishing line and a piece of gum?
Yeah.
It gets the keys out of the drain. I mean, think about it, and it's easier to swallow. Well, you got to breathe it in, I guess. Then maybe just make sure it's fresh.
That guy's good at breathing in
so
stuff.
Just
so-
put,
Yeah,
him, on,
he's
just
a-
put him on the dental chair again.
That's all. Yeah, exactly right.
Dangle it over his throat.
Put it upside down, like in one of those rooms that they
Right.
shoot movies in.
It's like when you get a pick stuck in the middle of an acoustic guitar.
That's right. You got to turn it upside and
Turn
shake
him down
it.
and just keep shaking him.
God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Hold your mouth open.
That's right.
Then shake it by his ankles.
Yeah,
all
like
the
you're
time.
trying to steal his lunch money. So he and his medical team decided to try a newer device to remove the object. It's just a giant like car magnet that will just suck it straight through your body, like a giant electromagnetic. Like
That'd probably be easier to fix, wouldn't it? If they literally like imagine if you had a strong enough magnet that thing's pulled out.
that would be a punctured lung.
Mhm.
That's not.
It's better than like cutting off half your lungs.
No, you can cut off part of the lung.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Why?
Stefan. Look at
So
Stefan.
if-
Oh my God! That's
Stefan
right.
only had quarter a lung. That's all he
Oh
had
my
left.
God! That's
Wait,
right.
what?
It's one of our dear friends. He was in like a really bad car accident when he was a kid, and he had one of his lungs removed, and then he had some other thing happen. He had to have like
Well, it was
half.
like sepsis. He got like
Yeah, that's
awful
what it was,
sepsis from the fucking hospital around
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Don't go to the hospital around here if you know
That's
where
right.
we live.
That's right.
Don't, because
right.
I'm telling you, I've never seen anyone have a good experience around it,
Or get out.
or even make it out
Yeah.
alive, unless they did it of their own volition. But yeah, they fucked him all up, and so he's only got like what does he have, like a half of a lung
Yeah,
left?
yeah,
That's
basically.
Is he like on the transplant list?
No.
Oh.
No.
No,
He loves Crown Royal though.
yeah,
Oh.
he's fucking smokes too.
Oh, then yeah.
He's
He's
kind of just like
Still,
fuck it.
he's
His
still
attitude.
going strong
Hey,
though.
that's fine.
He's
That's
As
yeah.
long as he's happy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
He's doing
happy
fine.
he's doing fine. That's a government answer. He's fine.
He's fine. Look,
He's fine. He'll
He's
get
not-
his benefits
yeah,
later.
I'll get whatever he applies for him.
Whenever we get to his thing on the pile.
God,
So
he should apply.
he should. Yeah.
If he hasn't already.
No, he's still working.
I'll get it through
Going
there.
strong. There you go. That's the
I'll get
ticket.
it through.
Well, the video of the scan shows the medical team was able to navigate the narrow airways, reach the drill, and pull it out without harming him.
Oh wow.
That's impressive.
Very impressive. Steady hand. I was going to do an office quote, but you won't get it. So anyhow,
Do they use like a video game controller to like
Yeah,
do it endoscope?
there's a
Kind of,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like a Fantastic Voyage. They like send a little drone in there.
Yeah, that's
Or like
actually
the
what
magic
it is.
school bus.
Miss Frizzle's in there.
That's right. She's loving it.
Why are
Love
kids?
your
We're
earrings.
inside of a man's lungs. Why are we here?
That's right.
My mom said she's gonna blow up the school if you don't feed me. 'Cause I'm hung. I've been in this guy's lung for like a week.
She's wearing a VLI on her earrings, but
Yeah.
everybody thinks that they're grapes. It's a big mess. It's a big mess. It's not the cafeteria. Well, I was never so happy as when I opened my eyes and saw him with a smile under that mask, shaking a little plastic container with a tool in it. Like, can you imagine waking up and being like, "Hey, buddy,
Look what I got.
lucky what I found." Yeah.
And he's like, "You want to take a look at it?" He sucks it back. God damn it!
He just keeps
all right,
breathing
that's-
in
that's right.
drill
They-
bits.
They got it. They got to put
He
a little
won't
string
stop
on
breathing.
the
Drill bits.
You know, tiny little metal.
Like a tiny one, like a little drill bit
Little
kind, like a
drill bit, little drill bit kind.
like a little watch
That's
battery.
right. Well, Josky said he now keeps the drill bit on a shelf at home. Hopefully, the lid is sealed. He said that the colleagues in Michigan and Ohio have reported apparently seeing similar cases.
They need to fix these dentist tools.
Put the indentation at the end of the drill bit, not the business
Remember how we
end.
talked about the flared base? Okay, we're
listen,
gonna need one of these
How
now.
many times have I had to make this statement? I'm talking to you now, dentists. Make sure you have a flared base before you put it in the orifice, okay? If you can't, there's only two places in your body that you have a circular muscle, all right? And we already talked about one. This one counts too,
It's
okay?
literally the same type of skin on
It's
both.
the same. It's similar. So the
Is it Allison?
It's similar.
similar, yes,
Similar, yeah.
similar, not the
Because they,
same.
they
That's
form. That's essentially like the first thing that forms in a body, right?
Yes,
The
right.
butthole.
Yeah, we're a tube. We're
Yeah.
a tube. We're a tube
One
that
tube.
thinks. Yes,
Do we have one
sometimes.
hole or two holes, or how many holes does a human body have?
It depends
technically?
upon how many drill bits you've swallowed. So but ultimately, the plan is have a flared base. Okay. so
Make these bits more like dildos,
That's
people.
right.
Wise up.
That's all we have to do. Well, I'll
You're
tell you,
supposed to be doctors.
you're supposed to be doctors. Well, I'll tell you who wasn't a doctor. A woman who accidentally dropped her cell phone into the hole of an outhouse in a
Oh.
national forest,
Oh shit.
fell in while trying to retrieve it and had to be rescued by firefighters.
This is way worse than breathing in a drill bit. So much worse.
I wonder if any firefighter goes into their day thinking, I wonder what woman I'm going to
I
rescue from a
can't wait to
porta-john."
pull a lady
I'll
out
tell you
of
what,
an outhouse
I got into
today.
this business because I was looking for my future spouse to pull her hand
Is that you down there, honey?
reach right into an outhouse
Yeah.
and pull out the most beautiful angel you've ever seen covered in shit. She smells like goddamn death, but she's
There were so
pretty.
many little angels flying all around her. Little tiny buzzy ones. So Brennan,
Brennan and Brell.
Brennan, yes, I love that orange soda. So the Brennan Fire
Who
Department
loves orange toilets? Braille loves orange toilets.
No, it was Brennan.
No, Brennan did. Yeah, Brell was asking the question. So the Brennan Fire Department Chief Tim Manley said that which is a woman, by the way. So Chief Tim Manley said the woman who was at the top of Mount Walker in the Olympic National Forest northwest of Seattle had been
That's
using.
our first problem right there.
That's
You want
right.
to see the Olympic
That's
forest.
right, yeah.
You don't know amateurs are supposed to use.
Yeah,
The size of the toilet bowl is like 14 feet. Of course she fell in.
Yeah, you gotta like straddle the whole thing, like you're stretched between, like in cartoons when the bridge falls out and they hold.
You got to do like a yoga thing where you like bend backwards and then catch the edge of the
Exactly,
bowl, and then
exactly
you
right.
relieve yourself,
That's right.
and then you got to like somehow pull yourself back up like gymnastics.
Yeah, you have to save enough energy in your arms to hurl yourself forward. Yeah,
And the fact that you even have to use an outhouse in the motherfucking woods.
right.
There's trees and shit everywhere.
It's like American Ninja Warrior, really.
Yeah.
But so but apparently that was it. Well, she had been using her phone, and when she got up, it fell into the toilet on Tuesday. Manley said she disassembled the toilet and used dog leashes. So this is an outhouse now, an outhouse, not a porta potty. So this is a giant pit in the ground. For those of you who have never gotten to actually see an outhouse in real life, it's just a box that they put on top of a giant hole in the ground.
Yeah.
And by giant hole in the ground, I mean it goes pretty far down into the ground. Okay. It's supposed to go 8 foot down, but sometimes they don't go 8
I like
foot.
that there's a regulation.
There is yes, absolutely. And it is all subject to state and local law.
If you
But-
hear a knock on those little moon door things that they
Yes.
got for them, Matt's going to be on the other end of it. Excuse me, random outhouse inspection. I'm here to check the depth of the
I've
hole.
got a tape out here. I need to check the depth of the hole
Just-
here.
Hold on, I'm just gonna.
Don't
put
worry,
this
the
down.
tape has a flared base. It'll be fine. So Manley said that
She should have a flare base.
she should
apparently.
have. Apparently, that's all you got to do. Wear those flare base shoes.
You gotta
So
get those, we need flare based pants,
everything.
flare based shoes.
That's
They got
it.
flare shoes.
That's right.
They're
That's
flare based pants.
yeah,
Those
yeah,
flare shoes.
yeah.
Yeah,
All
we
of
can
it.
make them.
Absolutely
Clown,
right.
clown
Copyright that.
shoes.
Clown shoes
They're
work.
kind of
That's
flared.
all you
right?
got to do is keep your heels together, and it'll be fine.
That's
So that's it. Well, apparently she disassembled the toilet seat, used dog leashes to try and tie herself off to get the phone, and
Whoa, whoa,
eventually,
whoa, whoa,
yes,
whoa, whoa.
No.
Yes.
No.
tied the dog leashes. I don't know what she tied it off to. Maybe a tree.
Is this like an iPhone 30? Because
No.
why the hell are you going down
No.
in an 8-foot
Right.
hole of shit?
She never finished her text message. Yeah, she was trying to order her Uber Eats for dinner. So-
I feel like the phone could have waited until they could have gotten like, I don't know,
a
better
net.
equipment,
Oh,
something.
just
You
get
know-
a net.
you
Get
know-
one of those little squeezy grabby things you can
Sweet.
get at the dollar store. You can
She
throw it
should have
away.
called that last guy's dentist. He would have got it right out.
Right out. Steady hand.
Perfect. Use that little tool, that little robo, that freaking roto rooter.
Apparently.
The snake, the toilet snake. That's what she needed. Little toilet snake with a magnet.
Instead, what she used these dog leashes
The
to.
she'd use them to
to,
tie
like,
herself
spelunk
off. Yeah,
down?
basically, yes.
Remember when we went rock climbing, Allison?
Yes.
That's what she did, except she did it in the poop.
And down instead of up.
And
That
she
was it.
used dog leashes
That's
to
right.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
She didn't have anybody belaying for her.
Maybe this was the love of her life.
You
Maybe
never
she
know.
really loved this woman that fell in the toilet.
Yep.
That was her
Oh, the
original
the
story.
firefighter?
Yeah, that's who went and got it,
Yeah,
right?
that's-
Maybe she was texting that guy.
No, the
No,
woman.
it's a woman
The
named-
woman went down into the.
Oh wait, the
into-
one that got stuck.
The woman that got stuck. Her name is
Oh.
what the hell's her name? No,
I thought you said manly fire woman.
Tim Manley is the
I'm
name
sorry.
of the chief.
and it's a girl.
No, it's a man, I
Oh.
believe.
That was a joke.
Yes, yeah.
So Matt does it
I
so
don't-
smooth
I
sometimes.
don't even
that-
know. Yeah, I don't even know
I
if this
100%
woman's
believe
name is even
Sometimes,
in here.
sometimes Matt adds moments into the story that aren't there. That he says it so convincingly that
Well, he's like, oh, that's a woman, by the way. And the second he said that, I was like, a woman named Tim.
Tim Manley.
there
That's
are-
it.
There are less believable.
That's
things.
exactly right. You never know, especially when it
It's-
comes to
it's
toilet spelunking.
lesbian believable.
That's right. There we are. So needless to say, the effort failed, and she fell headfirst into the toilet.
Right into a big whole like pile of
So
shit.
this was the woman.
This was the
doing this.
woman that did all of this.
Oh,
Yeah.
No freaking wonder she got stuck.
So she used the toilet, dropped her phone in the toilet,
Oh, no.
used the. I don't know if she had dogs with her.
Yeah, where'd these leashes go?
Wherever the leashes came from.
And where did the
this is
dog
omitted.
go?
Yeah, where's the dog?
Well, they're off the leash now.
Yeah, because
I'll tell you that.
we know that Lassie certainly didn't go and get Chief Manley here.
Wait, but who did? But who did come and get her?
I guess.
Did
well,
she get her phone and she called for help?
I don't
Hold
know.
on,
We'll
let's
find
let's
out. This is a good question because that would be plausible potentially. I guess. Hopefully, it was
That's your-
speakerphone.
Then your only salvation is to get the phone and,
That's
and dig through
I feel like this is
miles
like
of shit.
a whole saw.
it is. It is. It is. It's exactly what
I'd
it
rather
is.
jump
I don't
in
wanna
those-
play this
that
game.
pit of needles
No.
than jump in a pit of shit.
No. I mean, you're going to get what the like hepatitis either way.
It's guaranteed for sure.
It's just different letters at
Yep.
that point.
Well,
Well,
whether you like A or C, whichever one.
so I'm gonna this has to be put. I'm gonna reiterate this
Okay,
previous
yes.
paragraph because
Yes,
this
please.
quote is really important in context. Manley said she disassembled the toilet seat and used dog leashes to try and get to the phone, and eventually used leashes to tie herself off as she reached for it. That effort failed, and she fell headfirst into the toilet. That didn't work very well, and she went in. Manley said. The woman was alone and tried to get out for 10 to 15 minutes, but reunited with her phone, she called 911. There you are.
Jesus, imagine that being your only salvation
Yeah.
to get to the phone and then dial it and put that bunch of shit on your face
It's
while
gotta
you're
be all
covered
over
in
her
shit
face.
anyway.
Well,
Yeah.
unless you do speakerphone. That's
That's
hopefully
true.
what happened. Yeah.
That's true. And
Yeah.
if she was from certain parts of this country,
I was
she
gonna-
probably already did it.
I was going to say, they don't realize that they can hold it to their ear. Did you know there's actually a thing you can listen to, an
Can you
earpiece?
imagine calling the fire department and saying, "I'm sorry, I'm stuck in a."
I'm in a pit of shit right now.
I'm treading piss
That's
in this
right.
outhouse right now, and I can't reach the dog leash rope I had. Failed. I have to get out of here. Please help
Can I-
rescue me.
I need an immediate evac. So, not that kind. No, so she was washed down and strongly encouraged. Oh wait a minute, no. Responding firefighters passed her blocks to stand on to reach a harness, which they used to pull her out of the vault. We're not touching you, lady. We're going to throw you some blocks so you can make a rudimentary staircase to get out of this. Okay.
I had to respond to this. I wouldn't go anywhere near her. I'd be like, we'll throw you a rope. I'll throw you a lifesaver.
You know, for at least a couple seconds on the drive there, they were like, should we just cover the whole over?
Bring the cement truck with
Would
us.
anybody know? Would anybody notice if we just dug another pit?
Just pick this one up, cover that over, put a new pit.
Just shift it over.
There you go.
The grass will grow. There's a
Yeah.
lot of fertilizer there already. They said that the woman was uninjured. She was washed down and, quote, strongly encouraged to seek medical attention after being exposed to human waste. But she just said she wanted to leave. She said, so Manley said, I've been doing this for 40 years. And that one was a first.
I've been pulling people out of shit for 40
Let
years,
me tell you.
but metaphorically, this time it was for real.
That's it. Yeah.
And it smelled awful.
That's it. Well, that's
That's got to be, that is like the most probably embarrassing thing that's going to happen to that woman, hopefully in her life.
and for all we know, this isn't the first time, you know.
I just can't imagine looking down into a hole of poop and being like, you know what, my phone is totally worth it. I'm gonna go for
I
it.
gotta
Like,
get the phone.
No,
If
call
I-
someone. Call someone to help you. Like, go home, get someone to help. Like,
Get a net.
or buy a
Get
new
a
phone.
net. Yeah, that's definitely what you need to do.
I mean, it's full of poop and shit and piss, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
the
not
other
going to
thing, too.
sink
Like,
that
are you really
far.
gonna-
the only thing that's worse is the guy who works at the Verizon store who's like who they come in one day and like, hey, can you transfer my contacts off of this?
He's like,
Yeah.
I don't care if you clean it off. It's
No.
going to smell like absolute shit.
it's
And that's to say that the battery even works anymore. Like if you're in a,
Right.
if it's in a,
gosh. Could you
if it
imagine
falls
if
in
she
a
got down
toilet-
there and it wasn't working anymore?
that is the luckiest thing that happened to her that day was the fact that the phone still worked. The most unlucky thing that happened to her was about 5 minutes prior when it fell into the hole of dog shit or actual
I'm a wreck
people
right
shit.
now.
I'm a wreck right now. That was oh.
there you go. That's so
So if you're having a bad week, just remember
somebody
it's
else
not
had
quite-
a worse week.
not quite that bad.
And also, I just in passing, I'd like to bring to everyone's attention who's watching that moon is not cut into the door.
No, and-
Somebody painted it on the door. The whole point of cutting a shape into the door is for light. Because if you don't have plumbing, you don't have electric. And therefore, you can't see.
There's a big porthole right around the back of it, though.
That's right.
That's what we're not seeing.
We're
It's-
missing the viewing
Is
window, I
it,
guess.
is it a moon because you're pulling your pants down?
Yes, probably. That or maybe because you have to go at nighttime.
It's like a Nickelodeon.
Do people only use those at
Nickelodeon.
night?
The rest of the time, I guess you
Just
find
poop
a,
in the woods.
a woods or the bush. Yeah.
Yeah,
If
because they
you're
got
in
daylight
Australia. Yeah.
on the bush.
Yeah, I know.
Everywhere you poop in Australia is the bush.
So, well, I'll tell you where else we poop in Australia. This is in Ongwood, Florida.
Back to Florida.
There we
We're
go.
back down south to our favorite state to visit. A 42-year-old Florida bride.
It's all
And
the same age group, too.
They're right in that period of time
Who
where
are
they
these
just make
people,
terrible
anyways? Gen
decisions.
Xers?
I guess
Like
40,
the Gen
42.
Xers
Is that Gen X?
past us a little bit.
I'm not sure.
We're like
what they would
millennials.
be,
We're, I
but,
think, technically.
yeah.
So Gen X is really fucking up this week.
Well, a 42-year-old Florida bride and her 31-year-old
Oh, shoot.
whole caterer. I almost said
Oh.
caretaker, but they're not quite at that age yet.
Caretaker.
Caterer are accused of serving food laced with marijuana to unexpected wedding guests. So that's an interesting little event there. The women were arrested. Women, plural.
Everybody starts drinking.
But Juan says we were right, by the way. Gen X is the
Gen X.
yeah. So,
I think that's actually right around like I think Juan is on the edge of that generation.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
it might be.
Not that Juan.
Juan,
I mean,
how old are you?
Juan.
Juan I think is like 40. He's
No.
not. He's not much older than us.
Juan's older than whoever the one person was that we talked about because Juan said that he was older than them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Juan is evergreen, as they say. So he's always.
I'm just a scared little boy who never learned how to ask for people's food or their burgers.
Juan's 45. He says.
Juan is 45.
Shut up.
Damn,
No, he's
Juan.
not.
Calm down. They're old ones. Just in case you're an idiot. Stupid asshole.
Perfect sound.
There we go. Yep, he's got it. Juan, you're not that old. Don't yikes. There's no reason to yikes.
Juan does not look like Juan
doesn't
looks
look
like
45
he
from the
when
pictures.
I met Juan, I had no idea how old he was because it just was like, what is he, 20? Is he 30? Is he how
Juan's
old
like
is he?
every pine tree I've ever seen, standing tall and evergreen.
That's
okay,
right.
don't worry. Juan,
That's a song, Juan. We're making
right.
it for
We're
you.
working on it right now. We've got just the baseline though, so we'll figure something else out eventually. We got to work on the lyrics. But so the women were arrested on Monday following an investigation by the Seminole County Sheriff's Office, according to court records. Both women were charged with tampering, culpable negligence, and delivery of marijuana, and later bonded out of jail.
See, this is the problem. When you have so much to be to have it labeled as distribution,
Yeah.
you're in trouble.
Right.
You should just imbibe with like privately.
But listen,
But also unwilling participants. This would be the worst thing I'd ever attend.
exactly. Do you want to have a wedding reception full of Alex Jones people?
Yeah.
Right. Everyone's paranoid, thinking that other people are like secret spies or something like that. Because not everybody reacts well to substances.
I know I don't.
You know?
What were you gonna say?
Well, I was going to ask, like, so, and I don't know this, like, as far as does marijuana affect pregnant women?
It can.
So, okay, say there's a pregnant
Yeah.
woman there.
Yeah.
Like, say her kid has a defect now.
That's it.
But to
Like-
not know what you're even on,
Like, there's so
say
many wrong
you're
things
so
with
like
this.
you're gonna drive home, you're like, I just feel a little strange, and now you're like
No,
impaired.
No,
Right.
this kicked in like at the top of the night.
Well, right. had
Thinking
to.
like, yeah, we're gonna have a great evening. Yeah, right. We already got enough Seth Rogans. Okay, we don't need any more. So, so investigators said that an arrest affidavit that guests began to feel ill during February 19th event at the clubhouse in Longwood.
Like, who thought
Reports.
this was a good
Yeah,
idea?
this is what I would like to know. Hopefully, they talk about this.
everybody high
We're gonna get it's going to be
This is-
hilarious.
This is only like in Florida do people make a joke or
Right.
make some kind of stupid comment and then go through all the way through with it.
exactly. Yeah.
So fucking dumb.
At least they didn't ride alligators in. Hopefully,
That would've been cool.
Yeah, yeah.
I 100% would have rode an alligator
Forget the
in.
pot. Let's get some alligators in
Yeah,
this
bring
bitch.
that shit,
That's
bring-
right.
come
That's
on.
how we're really going to turn it up to 11. The report
Is
said
it
that
alligators or crocodiles that are in Florida, Allison? Which one's like
both are at the
I'm
zoo.
pretty sure. That, both are in the zoo.
I saw them.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's alligators.
Yeah.
Actually, is it both?
I don't know because one's saltwater, one's freshwater, right?
So I guess it depends on what part of Florida.
That's right.
Oh, so that you
Maybe.
could have both in Florida?
I'd imagine.
Oh, okay.
I saw them both at the zoo. So the report
I
said
just love this information. I love
It's
that
wonderful.
I love that I have this resource, like this professional resource.
that's
to
right.
just
We've got
ask
immediate
questions about.
access. It's a beautiful thing.
I like need to know.
Yes, this is a good question. The report says that 30 to 40 people attended the event. Several people said that they felt, quote, stoned and were taken to the hospital for treatment.
I gotta go to the hospital. I feel stoned.
Well,
I mean, they could have thought that they were poisoned.
there's so many. Yeah, like if suddenly your like perception starts getting skewed and you have done nothing but eat one piece of cake.
Dude, I've got so much anxiety already.
Yeah.
That if I had, because that's what it does to me. It makes
Yeah.
me extremely like more anxious.
Right.
And that's why I don't like it.
Right.
It doesn't sit well with me. But I'd be like having a fucking meltdown.
Yeah.
I would probably go to the hospital because I wouldn't know it was weed.
That's what
And I'd
I'm
be
saying.
like, I'm dying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
This time I'm really dying.
It's death. It's death is happening. Do we have a report on the alligator
So
crocodile
both.
situation? Both. There we go.
We got both,
Yeah, it
guys.
just
we
depends
go.
on if it's fresh water or salt water.
You got your choice.
See that? Especially if you go to the zoo.
And especially, I was gonna say-
The arrest report said that several tested positive for THC, the psychoactive compound in marijuana. The detective wrote in the report that guests said they had not been warned about the laced food. One man told deputies he was having a hard time operating his cell phone. Others said they felt paranoid and high.
Well, I was going to say, I think I might have missed this while I was researching
Mm-hmm.
very steadily. How did they figure out that it was like?
They just,
Did-
I guess
did people
people
just,
went
like, start
to the
going to the
hospital.
doctor?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And
Jesus.
they tested their blood to see what was
Probably
going on.
it was probably like the weirdest day at the hospital
Yeah.
because
Oh my
everybody was
God.
like some people knew
Right.
what it felt like.
Right. Got a whole wedding party. Everybody just comes in all together.
Yeah.
Just take the limo.
Yeah. Just jump in the limo.
It's out there already.
And they're all like, "We're here already."
Yeah, that was easy.
What the
Yeah,
hell?
right.
I feel
It was
like some people are probably going to take their presents back.
yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I would take.
Well, but maybe they even forgot about them. They didn't even remember. Yeah, they're
but some,
gone.
some people are like grabbing the empty seat dinner plates.
That's
and
right.
just like stacking them up.
So-
They're like, I need more.
Somebody else is pushing the cake away on the cart.
Yeah. Oh,
See, that's
fuck,
it.
dude.
Somebody.
I fucking know this.
I'm going to lick this little
Dude.
groom and bride topper. I know there's someone. Ever said that's it. Yeah. Well, another let's see, sample food including chocolate covered strawberries, pudding, quote, shot desserts, and lasagna were collected and later all tested positive for THC.
Lasagna.
So
Dude,
let's do a little recap here.
If you put weed in my lasagna, I swear to God, I'll treat you like a cow.
That's right. That's right.
As a true Italian.
As a
would.
true Italian, I'm going to treat you just like an Italian would treat a cow. That's right. So
A baby cow.
let's get this straight, okay? So when you deal with edibles, you're looking at about half-hour window, okay? All right, you're looking at 30 minutes ish for this to start kicking in,
Oh god.
and once it does, it's very different than other means of consuming it.
Well, don't ask Matt about
Okay.
that though when you're just casually imbibing in it, because Matt was like, he's gonna feel like maybe like a beer or two, and meanwhile, like 30 minutes after I ingest this shit, I'm stuck on the couch, like
Couch lock.
laughing at stuff that I never thought would be funny in my life, and doesn't make any sense even afterwards.
Right.
I'm like, why would I laugh at that?
Right.
But it's just like the way something is said.
Yeah.
I'm like, and then I ordered a bunch of McDonald's to get delivered to my house, and somehow I managed to get off the couch because I was so hungry. And I ate that shit like I'd never eaten in my life. Like it was the first meal I ever had.
That's it.
And I had been starving for like 30 years.
So as we continue,
It was
here,
so weird. I thought I was going to choke to death because of how fast I was eating it.
It's that's
I
the
thought
thing.
I was going to need to get that,
You get a
that
drill
doctor
bit.
guy,
Yeah.
get that drill
Well, it
bit,
was
that
like I
French
was
fry out of my
breathing-
lungs.
aspirated. So so 30 minutes, right?
Uh-huh.
By that point, you don't eat the cake first, right? At the wedding.
Mm.
No.
This happens later.
This is in the lasagna
So that
course.
means, right, it's in the regular food too. So that means they're eating the regular
Oh
food
God, and then more.
and then they're eating more, right?
How,
'Cause
how much can a one person have?
Well, you
An
can't
unlimited
overdose on
supply.
it. You'll fall asleep. That's the worst
Is that
that'll
what
happen.
happens?
So that
Yeah, yeah.
story I just told you was when Matt gave me a brownie that was like a regular small brownie size. I ate one of these little small brownie things. They were delicious.
That's all. I told him to eat a little bit. He's like, it was so good.
It was so I ate the whole thing. It was delicious, dude.
I ate the whole
It was Dylan. I'm gonna eat the whole. I'm gonna eat the whole thing.
Dylan, I'm going to eat the whole thing.
And I did.
He
And
did.
and it got me. I was fucked up for like literally hours.
Oh, no.
Hours.
I'm a wreck right now.
So imagine all that in like all the food you're eating.
And you're just having more and more
do
of
you
it.
remember the time that you and me and CJ went out and I had to ask you to take me home?
Yes, I do.
Because I tried this like hybrid weed thing he had,
Uh-huh.
and I got so fucked up that I was like, I was dragging my shoulder across the wall.
Yes.
Because like I couldn't stand up straight.
Yeah.
And it took every ounce of effort in my body. I didn't even know I had this much will in my soul
That's it.
to get me back to that bar
Yeah.
so that I could just tell Matt, please take me home. I can't stand up. I can't even see straight.
Sometimes you just got to get through. Vito was here, and Vito says,
Vito?
I remember.
Oh
How
my
about
God.
that?
Vito! Oh my God. He was the only other person there. It was Matt, Vito, and CJ. I never thought for oh my God, am I high right now? Oh, Vito, you just made my whole day.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's
You
so good.
made my entire day, Vito.
Oh, that's it.
I love that he was here just right now, in this moment. So perfect.
Vito remembers.
I'm gonna put that on my tombstone. Vito remembers. He's like
that's-
Pepperidge Farms.
That's right. That's right. It's so beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. So all of that stuff compounding. And then, of course,
God.
people are going to the hospital, especially if they have no idea what's going on.
Dude,
That wedding probably was clearing out like steadily.
That was definitely
Like-
that, or people couldn't get out of their chairs.
Oh, no.
they're like
Yeah.
they're carrying their chairs full
Yeah.
full of that person and just stacking them up in the corner as they're putting away all of their decorations.
Yeah.
and shit.
What a mess. What a mess.
Yeah, Josie, she is not getting up.
Yeah.
So just leave her here.
I've never seen Grandma dance that much, though. She's having a great time, and she never wants to go back to the hospital. That's the problem. You got all these healthy people going, and she
She said, "Can I get some more lasagna? Because I
That's
want my heart to stop tonight." This is the best time I've ever had.
This lasagna finally makes my dreams taste good.
Most of my dreams are me trying to retrieve my phone from an outhouse.
That's right.
Oh, God.
have her cat leashes. Very thin.
While I have your ears, let me tell you about my dreams that I had last night.
I was 13. I was on a big, big ship,
I was on
and
a tugboat.
Leonardo DiCaprio was there. He gave me a cursed necklace.
It was from the tomb of Hammurabi.
I rubbed it and a genie came out. He told me he'd give me 3 wishes. And I told him, wish number 1 is I wish I had a family. And Vin Diesel came out of a cloud of smoke. He came and said, what's your next wish? And I said, I wish that I had all the money in the world. And he said, sorry, I'm out of money. Could I give you something else? And I said, no. And Leo threw me overboard.
Except it wasn't the salty water of the Atlantic. It was a whole bunch of coins in a Scrooge McDuck vault. I broke my neck in 3 places, and my tailbone was gone. Shot right out the back
I
of
never
me.
had scoliosis a day in my life, but let me tell you what, my spine looks like the letter B. Okay, a capital B.
The doctors say it stands for broken.
It stands for broken spine. It's a very common condition for we coin divers. Most people think when you dive for treasure, you dive in the water. No, you dive straight into the treasure. That's what it's for. That's why it's there.
Oh no!
Yeah. Well, we're going to head back to Animal Moon here for our final story here this evening.
Oh, that's cute.
So we're staying in Florida. We're in Melbourne this time, not Australia. We're not there. Well, the Brevard Zoo has announced the birth of a black-handed spider monkey.
Oh God!
Right? Again, I'm all right with this creature. I
have black-handed spider monkey friends.
I have plenty of black-handed spider monkey friends. They reach out to me all the time. So the newborn, whose sex is not yet known, was born to a 31-year-old mother named Shelley and a 25-year-old father named Shooter.
Shelly Shooter.
So Shelley, we call them jelly shots. That's
Would you like to take a Shelly shot? So what is unique about this particular?
We'll get to that in a second here. So the black-handed spider monkey has been classified as vulnerable to extinction. So the mom and baby are doing well, according to the zoo that sent out photos and videos of the new baby. The newborn has also been born with a unique marking on its nose that resembles, you guessed it, folks, the Batman logo. So now he's going to be in the Marvel Universe. I'm sure, maybe Elon Musk is going to buy him at some point.
Does that mean that there's going to be a mentally disturbed vigilante that's going to be swooping into this enclosure at some point?
That or both of his parents are going to be killed. That's probably what it means. So
I spelled small time.
We've got to keep up the canon, okay? So that's really, I guess, all they have to it. But Shelley has previously given birth to 3 other black-handed spider monkeys, including Tika, 19, Prim, 7, and Olive, 2. Shelley is a pro at caring for her offspring. The zoo's director of the animal programs, Lauren Henson, said in a statement that black-handed spider monkeys native to South and Central America are classified as vulnerable to extinction due to habitat loss and illegal pet trade. So recently, the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium in Ohio announced the hatching of a baby penguin. I don't know why they stuck it at the end of it.
Hell, what's that got to do with
People love baby animals.
There you go. And if a black-handed spider monkey gave birth to a penguin,
that's the story.
Now we're talking platypus territory.
We'd have a lot of questions for Allison at that point.
That's right. Yeah, we definitely have to have some questions about all that.
Are you from? Wait, so this is South and Central. You would not have encountered this on your.
There are monkeys in St. Kitts, but they're
well, you've also
some type of vervet. And with Africa, we didn't really encounter a lot of monkeys.
I was going to say because you've been to both St. Kitts, and South Africa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Allison's been all over the place.
I've been everywhere.
Everywhere, man.
Everywhere you go,
That's right.
monkeys will follow you. Black-handed spider monkeys too. Wait, what makes? Are you familiar with that type of like?
Well, I feel
That-
like a lot of monkeys and apes are endangered, or at least
Mhm.
on the verge of being endangered, because mostly, again, like a lot of the forests and jungles are being taken down.
Mhm.
So same with like orangutans. I think you and I talked about that. Like, the
Oh,
whole,
yeah.
the whole issue with palm oil and things like
Yeah.
that. So yeah,
Yep, squeezing it right out their butts.
Yep. I mean, you got to get the oil somewhere. And,
but no, that's awesome, and she's a good mom.
absolutely, it's a wonderful
It's
thing.
kind of
to see.
cool. Yeah. It's
Yeah.
so that's like one uplifting story. I thought it was gonna be some fucked up shit.
That's
We were-
not-
I was ready. I was
it's,
ready.
it's only a matter of time. Yeah, until something goes wrong. But apparently, she's doing okay.
Oh, good.
Doing good.
And
No one better hurt that monkey.
that's
Bat
right.
monkey.
Absolutely
Bat
right.
monkey.
Bat monkey. Bat monkey is what it will be affectionately titled. Yeah,
The Batman key.
that's right. The Bat monkey.
There we go.
The
Good.
Batman key starring Robert Pattinson.
Monkey.
And what was the name of that monkey?
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
That's right.
What was the name of that monkey that can't deliver a line?
Up a tree collar. Eat a banana with the collar.
I mean, he's basically he is literally devolving. He's gonna reach the missing link stage.
He's
at some point.
determined. He's determined to be the missing link. That's going to go down in
Should we
history.
feel bad for him?
No,
Vin
not
Diesel.
Yeah.
not this year. Yeah,
No,
this
no,
year.
not that
no.
year.
Vin Diesel. Look, Vin Diesel. I don't know what's happening to him, but whatever it is, I believe
I
that
think
it's rooted in laziness.
I think he's just fallen into the role of like voicing Groot and
Yeah.
voicing the Iron Giant.
He's like, I can
and
get paid for like
just making
a
noises.
few lines.
Yeah.
Making noises.
once he realized, it's like a kid. You can't tell them that they can do the minimum, because then they'll never do any work again.
That's like how I live my life right now.
That's exactly
I was
right. That's how
reflecting
you get a government
I was
job.
reflecting on
Yeah.
how most of my actions are based on the more of the fear of reprisal than the promise of reward. Right, Juan? I know Juan knows what I'm talking about.
Juan knows exactly.
This is our job,
Yep,
dude.
that's it. It's all about getting by.
That's right.
Getting
just,
by.
Just making it through.
Just got to make it through. And you've made it through another episode. And we'll see you next time on another episode of the Kickstart with Matt
And Matt.
and
Me, Allison.
there we are. And so there we go. Juan says maybe he needs to get smacked by Will Smith too. So there you go.
I feel like I wonder if that is impacting his career in a positive way. Chris Rock's career in a positive way.
I feel like there needs to be an energy drink based on the Will Smith smack.
I like this idea. If this were the early 2000s,
Wait, there was a video of a dude taking one of those like friggin' like Four Loko type big old almost like Arizona tea cans
yeah.
at like a liquor store
yeah,
and just
yeah.
literally busting it across this guy's face.
Oh.
Because this dude was in line behind him and being like completely obnoxious.
Oh.
And this brother like sits, he just turns around and wails the guy with
Woo.
whatever
It explodes
tea
on his head.
exploded.
Like,
Yeah.
bam.
Yeah, that's
It was
I
fucking
forgot
awesome.
about that.
They should do a partnership. If Will
Oh, yeah.
Smith was smart, he'd start turning his career like turn into like Nicolas Cage
listen.
realm,
Steven Seagal
Steven Seagal realm.
had
That's it.
2 energy drinks that he put out.
Did he?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've thrown all those cans away. I used to collect all of them, but there were 2 Steven Seagal, 2 flavors, and they were both horrible. They tasted like old blueberries.
It tastes like him.
Yeah, that's probably I can't personally attest, but I'm sure Steven Seagal tastes like old blueberries.
Ask anybody
You can
that's
just tell.
you could tell just from his face.
that's from all those years of Aikido.
It does. It gives you that
gives you, like,
blueberry aroma.
Old blueberries. Just like,
Initially, the white belt gives you the blueberry, and then it just gets worse over
just
time.
gets the more decrepit.
You don't get a new belt; it just gets dirty.
It gets darker and bluer.
Yeah, I don't know.
Barrier.
We already ended the show, but
Yeah, that's fine.
whatever.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
All right, internet people. Juan and I think Vito is our
Juan and
second
Vito.
one.
I love that Vito
What?
was on
Vito,
here.
that's awesome.
I don't
Oh,
feel
that
like
was
I've ever seen him on here.
No.
Any of the times that I've been
No,
on.
this is wonderful.
It's kind
Yeah.
of every now and
I
like a
love it.
very rare occurrence.
He
Vito
came
has
at
been on
just
here
the right
before.
time.
He did, yeah. Vito, you came on right at the time where we were talking about something extremely prescient to you.
Yes,
because I wasn't going to mention it because it would have been too much context to bring in.
Right.
But then here he was. I was like, yeah, and Vito was there too.
He heard the call.
Vito saw me
He
all
heard the
fucked
call.
up.
So that was a beautiful thing. I'm
Vito, we love it. We love that you're here.
You came
Vito.
Yeah, that's right.
You came and you gave without taking.
And I sent you away, oh Vito. That's right. That's the song that he's the only one. Tyler's been a patron for almost a year now, I think.
Has it been?
Almost. And
God.
and Vito is the only one we've ever made a song for.
That's right. But Tyler, if you go up just one more level,
Or we could just start calling him Vito.
we can just reuse the song.
Don't ever call me Tyler, right? That's what he said earlier.
That's it. That's right.
That's
Hey,
right.
we're just following along.
Yeah.
We're just
Following your
following
orders.
along. There we go. So, all right, we'll see everybody next time. Take it easy. Thank you. We love you. Goodbye.
Bye, guys. Thanks so much.
Dun, dun.